Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I'm live on all platforms. Seems like I might not be, but we're gonna figure this out. So we're gonna play a little of my jam, my jizzle. Tell me if y'all know this track, man. This track is hot as a mug. I can't help but play this. Love it. Let me see. I'm checking one more platform, y'all, before we go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Feeling love. All right, y'all. I don't know if my kick stream is live or not, but I don't really care right now. Because we're going to be talking about meme coins, something I never really talk about. We're talking about crypto. I love freaking crypto. I love it to death. It has allowed me to do a lot of things in my life because I've been successful. I lost a lot of money in crypto. Don't get me wrong. It's a gamble. Not really. It is a gamble when we talk about meme coins, but the layer ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, XRP, stuff like that, those have what they call usability. They have something you can build a platform on. Now, layer twos are coming out. There's a lot of them out already, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're not talking about layer ones. Well, we may talk a little about layer ones, but we're going to talk mostly about layer twos. Man, I love this. This is jamming. Anyway, meme coins, Solana. We're going to talk about the Phantom wallet, which is what you're going to need. We're going to talk about what meme coins to look out for 2025 that could potentially make you a good bit of money, good chunk of change. Now, I am not some expert. Don't get me wrong. I've been successful because I listen to people that are successful, people that know a lot more than I do about crypto. So if you are a crypto fan, you like what you hear, in advance, like, comment, subscribe, support a brother, because I love this content. I'm going to bring it more to you. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now we're going to be watching multiple videos. This is going to be brought to us by a YouTube channel called Coin Talk, and we're going to be looking at someone else too. We're going to be looking at a guy called Win All Day. These are both YouTube channels, so please go support them as well, because they're putting us on. They're putting us on. You would have known nothing about this had I not saying that. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But if you're tuning in, you find it interesting nonetheless. So without further ado, let's go. Let's go.
Pay very close attention because a lot of the meme coins I have been talking about in this week have been in a very important accumulation. BTC started bouncing, so the meme coins are going to bounce very.
This is killing me. Come on. All right, let's do this over again, y'all. Hey, it wouldn't be real, right? I wouldn't be true to myself if there weren't some mistakes here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now we can do this.
Pay very close attention because a lot of the meme coins I have been talking about in this week have been in a very important accumulation. BTC started bouncing, so the meme coins are going to bounce very, very soon. And today and tomorrow, until the end of the week, you have the final days of preparation that you can collect the rewards. Next week, we're going to bounce. It's going to be green and it's going to be amazing. But you have to pay attention because I'm going to give you the 10,000x trades today, okay? All of them, from meme coins to layer ones. So pay very close attention. This is going to be a very important show. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3. All right, firstly, before we move on to the meme coins, we have Bitcoin starting to coil up, starting to bounce back. Very important right here to understand Ethereum is outperforming. So BTC is up 1.15%, Ethereum is up 3.62%. This is the moment where ETH starts outperforming Bitcoin on the bounce. And you know what that means? Once ETH hits all-time highs, we have the infamous alt season. But there's a curiosity here. With this alt season, we are also going to...
Guys, let me just stop and say this real quick, all right? When you're investing in crypto, the key is to start tuning into channels and platforms that are in the know, that have done all the dirty work, hard dirty work that we're not even aware that you need to do, but we pick up on and we drop little, they drop little, secrets and little, jewels, and we pick them up and we run with them. So a lot of times you have to subscribe to their Patreon in order to get special access to it. Some of these guys have done that, or just the fact that they're even talking about it. Now, they've already made their investment initially. They've done the guinea pig work. And when they put it out to you, they've already had a little bit of success with that particular coin. But nonetheless, you need to get on board. These, like crypto Twitter, it's essential for your crypto knowledge and your meme coin knowledge, what meme coins potentially are, have some traction. What meme coins possibly to avoid. You never really know. It's like a big lottery ticket. And I'd rather put my money in this lottery ticket than the actual lottery. So just keep that in mind. Crypto Twitter, YouTube. There's plenty of channels out there to follow. I can't just sit here and name them all. Crypto Banter is one of them. But you just want to get involved. Dig yourself and immerse yourself in this so you can have better knowledge before you make an investment, because there's no guarantee. And let me say this, almost forgot. This is not financial advice. Do not take my advice as financial advice, because if you invest in something that one of these videos was talking about and you lose your money, don't blame me. That's your fault. You're an adult. You make money, don't blame me. That's your fault. You're an adult. You can say, hey, that's where I learned about it, so I'll give me some props. Maybe, subscribe, send some people my way. Subscription is the least you can do. It doesn't cost you a dime. But we're trying to get an education so we can actually change our families' lives, potentially. That's what this is about.
Get meme coins exploding at the same time with alts, and it's going to be the ones talked on the show. So also important to understand, we haven't reached the stopping cloud price models yet. We're going to reach top moments when it comes to Bitcoin at around 134 to maybe 180, 160. That's when you should start taking profits on Bitcoin, and very, very likely we start hitting those top of the cycle signals, just like we hit here in 2024 when we were reaching the top of the cloud into this blue cloud. But it can go extremely high, like it can even touch something like 200K. We don't know. But the thing is, this is the last leg of the cycle. That's what you need to understand. And a lot of the pricing models are going to tell you that, whether they're cloud pricing models or any other type of model, like for example RSIs, etc. This is like the final leg. This is when we have the full-blown retail mania, explosive mania, and it's all going to happen right here on YouTube. Channels like mine are going to take the lead. We're going to become some of the most important ones. So you have to pay attention at my channel. You got to watch everything, because what I'm talking about,
I like that. That was pretty slick,
what
dude.
the next big thing is going to be when retail arrives. And so here we are with Momo. I'm going to be...
I don't want to talk about my man. He's got great knowledge. I love what he's saying, and I support him 100,000%. But bro, you need an edge up. Gotta get an edge up, bro. I'm sorry. Trim that up, edge it up. Gotta get the edge up, dog. I know you're from Europe. Maybe that's how Europe rocks. But come on, bro. Please.
Very honest. We had wave 1, 2, 3. If you've been watching my shows for the past 4 months, you should know. Look, A, B, C, D, E. So we have these 5 waves, or you can say like 3 momentum waves. Usually the third one is the top. I didn't want to scare anyone, but if you've been watching my videos, you should have known like this was an obvious third wave top. So we had a correction, we had a capitulation wave. Now we're doing the accumulation, just like Troll did before the explosion. If we go on the daily on Troll, look, it was literally the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 3 waves, then massive correction for 2 months. It could be very similar to Troll here, but I think instead of 2 months, maybe it takes 2 weeks, maybe it takes a month of corrective action, then we're gonna go. But Momo is looking amazingly bullish. Look at this, back to 20 mil market cap. Soon we're gonna be back at 30 mil. We're gonna be back at 40. Here's the thing, if we break above 25 mil market cap and consolidate that and actually close above, it's gonna go like all-time highs very, very fast. And then escape velocity 100 mil. But we can't reach escape velocity. We needed this correction first. When it comes to Troll, the exact same thing. It couldn't reach escape velocity.
5x Curry, wherever you are, just text me.
Market cap consolidated after
Fuck
it turned
you.
into support. Once the resistance turns into support, support, that's when you know we're gonna go to escape velocity. So once this 25 mil resistance turns into support, escape velocity, you know it's time to go, baby. Pack your bags. And it's gonna be exactly like Troll. So on Troll, just as I predicted, look, the 4.2 fib line extension, told you guys, it's very likely a top. Take some profits here. You listen, and it was literally at 200 mil market cap. It was at 198, I think. So Pico top, I predict these things. Told you guys, shave some off. Then it went down to 147. It could go to like 120, 112, something like that. It would be maybe a good entry for Troll, but you know, 10x from the bottom, it was more than a 10x. I told you guys, 4.2 fib line extension, shave some off, just shave some off, just as I predicted. But I do think Troll eventually goes higher. If you took profits, you should leave a moon back, because it can just bounce back even higher and go like directly to like 500 mil or something like that within the next, for example, 2 weeks. You never know. So leave 10 to 20%. Very important on Momo. Again, smart money is collecting Momo. 20+% jump in smart money holdings. The top buyer added 500k to bring the back to 1.3 mil Momo. So we have massive inflows. I think it's exchanges, man. They're seeing the volume on Momo. Look at the volume. It's doing 1 million to 2 million in the worst days in terms of volume. Today we're at like 1.2 mil, and the day has just begun. Yesterday I think it was like 3 mil, something like that. It's doing amazing on volume. It's doing very, very good numbers on volume. Exchanges love this. We got listed on CoinMarketCap.
Thank you, boy, for putting you on to this.
Pocket from me and the team.
Maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't.
We're gonna see a bounce on CoinMarketCap where all the normies are. It's gonna be amazing. Look at all of these exchanges. Look at the volume on exchanges. This is on chain, but look, KCX is doing very good volume. 600k on Bitmart, 100k on MEXC. Exchanges love. They absolutely love it. Whales are accumulating. You're giving your bags to whales. They're gonna pick Momo up here and they're gonna send it to 100 to 100 mil. And I think it has even more potential than Troll long term. Now, onto another chain. Another great trade of mine, Raya on Pulse chain. I gave you guys right here 500k, 600k right here, and it exploded to 3.72 million. If you're worried about this dip, I'll just buy here. It's like 3 mil market cap, 2 mil market cap. It's a nothing burger. I'm just saying there's gonna be some resistance at 4 to 3 mil. Once we break that, we hit the first escape velocity for any meme coin, which is when it explodes to like 20 mil. That's where I think Raya is gonna go next. So whatever Raya does here until, you know, 6 to 5 mil, it really doesn't matter, and I don't care, because it's actually gonna go to 20 to 15 mil market cap eventually. And this is the only meme coin on Pulse chain. There is no other meme coins on Pulse chain. This is the only one. All the others kind of suck, to be honest, and they don't have good narratives. And speaking of alt season, Pulse chain just broke resistance. Very big resistance here. It's gonna go to 681
We've been talking
million.
about Pulse
There's
chain for
literally
like
no
3-4 years
resistance
now.
until 681 million. So it's
What
gonna
the
pretty
hell?
much double. If you want to double your money on a layer 1 coin that can outperform every single other altcoin out there, and I'm talking like the actual tech, the layer ones, it's Pulse chain. People laugh. I have comments of people, of idiots in my comments. You should stop talking about Pulse chain. It reduces your credibility, brother. I talk about meme coins. You think I'm worried about my credibility? I care about my bags. I care about making money, tons of money. This is where the money is at. If I wanted credibility, I would be talking about Sui and some VC piece of shit bags that are not going to pump, that are using you guys as retail exit liquidity. Stuff like Pulse chain can actually make you rich. It can also, you know, do terrible, but it's either one or the other. There's no middle term. Okay? It's not gonna be like Sui that pumped like a 5x or something like that. Like literally has no gas left, okay, in the tank. It's not gonna pump any harder. Pulse chain can literally do 100 to 200, even 1000x. Like for real, it can actually do that. This is the XRP community on a coin that you actually have to take the owner's coins out, take them out of the supply, and we're sitting at like 30 mil market cap. It's nothing. I think it's even lower. Like the main VC on this is not gonna take profits. Like look at his behavior when it comes to like Hex, for example, supporting the community, etc. It's probably even lower than 30 mil market cap right now. I'm not even sure. If you take the XRP community and you put it on a coin that's 30 mil market cap, when alt season comes, it's gonna go to like tens of billions in market cap, just like Hex did. So when I'm saying like 10x on Pulse, this is low balling. This is like the worst possible case scenario. It's gonna go way higher than that. You have approximately 2 to 3 weeks until Pulse chain arrives into all of these addresses, the wealthiest addresses in the United States. There's gonna be this mailing letter with free Pulse chain for all the wealthiest addresses in the United States, over 200,000 addresses. They're gonna get their free Pulse. What the hell is this? You know, their Latina employee, Mr. Rich guy, here you go, free Pulse chain. He's gonna take it and he's gonna comment with his rich friends. What the fuck is this? Free money? Free blockchain Ponzi money? Some people are gonna get angry and they're gonna post, it's a scam Ponzi. It doesn't matter. All attention is good attention. Some are gonna get happy. Some are gonna understand the depth of intelligence in Richard Hart's marketing. Biggest marketing genius in this entire industry, not even up for debate. And some of them are gonna buy. You have been warned about Pulse chain, about Braya, about Momo at $100,000. This is the biggest performing.
I don't have Momo yet, but I will get some.
All the others were given way
We're watching this together, y'all.
Troll at 3 mil market cap. It went to 200. Do the math. Do the moon math. I think it was even below 3 mil. I think it was at 2 mil. Okay. Who's giving you liquid 100, 200, 300 X's every other day? So stay tuned to CoinTalk, because the next 10,000 X is gonna be right here. It's gonna come on this channel. It's gonna be me giving it to you. So stay tuned, because there's more.
You get to subscribe, dog. All right.
In today's show, we have so much
This guy right here put me on to something too. All right. It doesn't matter what he put me on to. I want you to get something out of it. It doesn't matter. But at the end of this one, we're going to talk about a coin that I was put onto that none of these guys put me onto, that someone else put me onto. Okay. That has the potential to make, I'm not, you can always say millions. Who knows? It has potential to make you a nice bag, potentially a moon bag. So we're going to talk about that after we watch this one. This guy's name is Win All Day, another YouTuber. Please go subscribe. Great information.
To go over, we've been absolutely crushing these markets with our picks. The VIP Discord members are absolutely smashing it. They're getting early buy-in prices to all of these coins. We've got new coins to talk about and where I think all of this is going to go in the near future, right? So we can take full advantage of these markets and be prepared for the euphoria run that's coming. Before we go any further, guys, make sure you join my free Telegram group in the links down below in the description. There's over 1,800 members there now. It's absolutely wild. People are joining every day. People are loving it. People are getting early calls. And if you want more from me, you can join the VIP Discord where you get the early buy and sell alerts from me, myself, and you can speak to me one-on-one much more easily there. No time to waste. Let's get right into it. So let's address the elephant in the room, Mars. This is my absolute favorite pick lately, guys. So this is a new pygmy hippo. It's been a while since we've had another hippo runner since Moodang. So this is setting up perfectly.
Moodang made a ton of money.
An American Moodang. I think this is going to perform extremely well. Our Discord members got a buy-in price of 383k.
See, I wish I'd have known about it right about here.
People are
I don't know if you
super
see my
happy about
cursor.
it. Last night, it ran up to well over 1.7 million market cap, and it is sitting at a cool 1.3 million market cap, guys. I think right now, this is the best risk to reward ratio you're going to get in crypto. The narrative is obvious. It's a real-life cute baby pygmy hippo, and we do know this narrative is proven with Moodang. Let's take a quick look at Moodang. This coin ran up to over 600 million market cap, guys, during its peak phase. If Mars gets anywhere near that, guys, at this level, even still now, it's more than a 400, almost 500x, which is absolutely wild to think about. So I think, guys, if this just even gets 10% of Moodang's all-time high, you're looking at about a 50x from here. Interestingly enough, Mars essentially got rug pulled before, pretty much, and it became a community takeover, and these people have been doing absolutely phenomenal, guys. So even before my video yesterday, I didn't do all my research on this, and the more I look into it, the more I'm bullish on it. So there it is, Mars, the American Moodang. They have a great website. I think it's really well made for the amount of effort they've put in. Like, they just did a CTO recently, right? They've got the videos here of the cute hippo. I mean, guys, how cute is the hippo, right? And then it's also for a good cause. So at the bottom here, it says animal memes are mooning, but real animals like pygmy hippos are vanishing. Only 3,000 are left in the wild. He's not just a meme. He's real, rare, and worth protecting. 10 mil market cap.
I'll be honest, I miss Moodang. Because, goddamn it, just when you, like, let's say you lose money,
cause, a bit of fun,
you just lose fucking hope. And you just leave it alone, which is stupid.
Pick. Super low market cap still. I think it's incredibly bullish. We look at the X here, they're building on top of it, right? So there's a lot of people in the community. People love it. They're doing spaces. I just listened to one of those beforehand. Like, I listened to about 20 minutes of it. That's all I had on my hands. But regardless, cute hippo. We know it's proven with Moodang. I think it's about time we have one of these new pygmy hippo runners. There is no reason why this can't easily reach, say, 20 mil market cap, and that's more like my bearish prediction, right, guys? I think this can easily reach 50 to 100 mil in market cap. I mean, if they keep pushing the marketing, somehow he goes viral on TikTok, people absolutely will find this hippo so cute, and they'll be willing to buy the crypto for a good cause, right? So I think it can pump. Amazing pick. I just told my Discord that it would be great to keep dollar cost averaging this. I'm really confident in this play, guys. On to the next coin. Marie Rose has been one of our best picks on the channel so far as well. This ran up from about 1.7 million market cap from when our video was launched. And we did get very fortunate with the timing, because obviously a lot of people did see that video. That ended up being one of my best videos, which is great. Just after that, a couple of hours after that, Murad did repost something with Marie Rose in it, right? Just a random video, and people were wondering what's going on. So a lot of people ended up aping Marie Rose because of that as well. So this touched 14 million market cap, guys. So we did hit a cool 8x with a project that has a lot of liquidity in it, so you would be able to cash out a lot of profit there and ride a moon bag, right, guys? So we absolutely nailed that. I think it's a decent buy-in price at the moment. As you can see here, we're reaching all this previous support levels here, so we'll see where this goes. I definitely wait for some confirmation, guys. So if we do see this breakdown to the downside, maybe we'll see a scoop up price at 6.1 mil here. But if we use this as support and bounce off, 100% get more into this project, in my opinion, guys, not financial advice. We've seen it time and time again in meme coins, specifically in this bull run. Once it uses that previous resistance as support and bounces off, that they tend to be the strongest moves to the upside, right? So when you take meme coin trades with this type of TA, it ends up working out a lot more often than it does not. So I'd definitely be waiting at this level here. But by the time most of you guys see this video anyway, it will either be breaking to the downside, in my opinion, or it will start using this previous resistance as support to bounce off this level here. So absolutely amazing stuff from this coin here. I can't even believe it took off this hard. I mean, I guess because people see Murad as the meme coin messiah, right? Also, we got in before he even spoke about it. So that was absolutely nailed to a T, this trade. Next up is Monkey, which we have the charting available still here from before. It's holding that trend line. And what did I tell you guys in last video about these gems? If it was going to hold this trend line, it would explode, and Monkey has exploded. So we did touch 4.5 mil market cap again, which was pretty much the old all-time high back there. We're in a slight retracement at the moment, but guys, honestly, Monkey is looking great. So we did talk about this before. He's a painting dog. He has followers. And the interesting thing about this, it's not just his standard kind of play. They do have the contract address plugged into the bio here. So, you know, they're onboarding retail normies, whatever you want to talk about. That's very powerful to have that in the picture there. So it's a painting dog. Very unique, very cool. I think they're going to continue to make videos and get viral, and that will attract more attention. So this has been a great trade. The graph looks extremely healthy, like super healthy, guys. Barely any sell pressure, right? And it's upholding that trend. So not many people have spoken about this yet also. So I haven't even seen one other person speak about it. So interesting pick. All right, another elephant in the room situation, Troll. We have finally got our first major correction in Troll. So we did see Troll touch almost 210 mil market cap, and we have seen a move to the downside in 30% for that wick down here, right? So we do measure it from the wicks. 30% correction for Troll is super strong, guys. I mean, it's already bouncing back now, and there's so much buying pressure for it. I think this is a coin that's going to be around for a very long time, and it's going to become like a blue chip type of meme coin. That's the way it's ended up. This did cause a bit of stir in the market, right? We did see some pumps in other coins. I think some of that liquidity rolled onto, so people were taking profits and spreading out their bags. That's kind of what happened. Troll is in a backable price now. If you do like Troll, me personally, I'm absolutely fading this meme. It's just so high in market cap now. Although I think it's still a way too high, I'm just personally avoiding it. I mean, this is already building an area of support. Even after running up this high, this is still building a support level. So, you know, Troll finally has had that correction, and we'll see what's to come from it. More importantly, our Troll on ETH that we love talking about. So this is the original Troll from over a year ago. I think this project is getting ready to gear up, and with a massive move as well. So we haven't seen that huge volume come in, but I think eventually it's going to come in, because like I sure hope that original Troll does gear up, and it's on I got a large bag. Solana. So as you can see, when the Sol Troll got sold off, there wasn't much selling pressure in the Ethereum one, and this is what I like about Ethereum, guys. People aren't willing to just jeet out of their positions straight away when anything goes down. With regards to retracements on this Troll, we only saw a correction of about 7.5%. Yes, now granted, it hasn't run up as much as the other Troll, but ever since this bottom point right here, guys, we did catch Troll right at the bottom on this channel here. So 3.6 mil market cap, all the way up to 6.2 mil market cap. A cool 72% gain. I think there's a lot more to come. I think the Sol Troll is going to keep pumping, and I think a lot of people are going to open their eyes to the real OG Troll on ETH, and I think some of that liquidity has to come in. It's not going to be as big as the other Troll, but for the future, this is going to give more returns, in my opinion, guys. Next up is MindFact, which is one we've been speaking about for a while now. Again, MindFact is my favorite play on the Matt Fury verse. So you've got obviously Pepe, Brett, Lambwolf, Andy, all these kind of boy club memes, right? This is the latest hype. The whole Cortex Vortex hype that's going on at the moment. We've built this huge channel of support here, so I absolutely love what's going on here with MindFact. So MindFact has been one of the strongest coins at the moment as well, and not many people have noticed this, but if you see this channel here that it's been chopping in, it's been between about 5.6 million market cap to about 4.4 million market cap, so holding very, very strong there, and it's absolutely in the midst of a breakout right now, guys. So if you're somebody who likes these Matt Fury characters and likes cryptocurrencies with good teams behind them, I think this team is going to get it listed on major exchanges and have that accessibility factor about it for people. We could be entering price discovery territory right now, right? So we're in the midst of a breakout. We'll see what happens. This video will be up much later, so we'll see where this breaks out to, but I'm projecting that we actually do end up breaking out this time, right? So we've retested it multiple times and we've seen these higher lows in the bottoms. That's very bullish. Typically we would like to break to the upside here, but if we do end up breaking down to the downside, try and look for a higher low yet again, and that's when we have much more confidence in the next leg up. So it's looking very bullish for MindFact. I think this is a low risk trade at the moment, so looking very bullish. The website's amazing. I absolutely love this character from the new Cortex Vortex Matt Fury thing, and this is a proven narrative yet again, guys. So the picks on the channel always are based around proven narratives and things that work. So take a look at it in your own time. MindFact was called at 1.7 mil in our private Discord group. So like I said, if you like those early calls, join the VIP. Next up is Quokka. This is my low market cap base play. So we've got Basenji, Toshi, and potentially Brett that are high market cap plays on base, but people are turning a blind eye to these low market cap plays on base. Now Quokka is perfect for this in my opinion. So we've had a nice amount of positive price action lately. This is a coin for a good cause, and it has a very unique factor about it. So it is an evolutionary meme coin where once these milestones are kind of reached, it unlocks a new version of the Quokka. So next is the Teen Quokka, which I've heard rumors that it's supposed to be rebellious. So that will be very interesting to see. So it's grown up from the cute stage. Very interesting concept. And like I said, guys, it's for a good cause, trying to save Quokkas and everything like that. Get amongst it. It's a base play. If you haven't got many base plays in your portfolio, I don't think it could hurt to add this to your portfolio.
I got a few.
I think this is going to be marketed very heavily over the next couple of weeks, in my opinion. This is being spoken more about every day from YouTubers. Every time I look up Quokka on YouTube, you'll see more YouTubers speaking about it. So 300k in market cap for as many KOLs pushing this as there are. I think it's a very good risk to reward ratio at the moment. I think Quokka's going to do really well on the base chain, guys. So if you don't have any base plays,
I'm getting these real time, y'all. So if you know, that's what I'm doing.
Next up is 4chan. Now, in light of recent trends with Troll, Wojak, all these types of coins, where else is there to look other than the origination of these memes, right? So there's 4chan on ETH. This is holding up extremely well. And as you can tell, in the last couple of weeks, there has been a massive slow uptrend for it. And this is what I like about these Ethereum coins, guys. They hold. They don't just get jeeted the moment any retracement happens. So this kind of coincides with Troll's price action as well, so it did dump off a little bit when Troll dumped off. I think this is kind of almost like a blue chip kind of play for all these memes. So I think if any of those memes do well, this will do well as well. So do you know what I mean, guys? It's kind of like encompassing all the memes, but this wouldn't need those other memes to do well as well. So this could lead the way. And I think at 12 mil market cap, you're not going to get enormous gains very quickly or anything like that. It's already there in the space as a very known meme, guys. So you're not going to be expecting to make those overnight degen gains on it, but I think it's a safer play at the moment. It's shown a lot of strength and we do see it coming back here. So take a look at it in your own time. Next up is Mask, a coin I absolutely love in the cap meta. I've talked about it in my Discord. I've talked about it in my Telegram. I think this coin's going to do really well. I don't even own this coin personally, but this cap with Mask, I just have that feeling. Sometimes in crypto, guys, you just have that feeling about what's going to do really well. And cap with Mask is one of those things. And the community raids massively. Been around for a minute, and I think they're going to continue to push higher and higher, right? So very bullish setup that we have at the moment as well. From the bottom, you're literally looking at, I mean, like almost 3x returns just from the bottom here, the local bottom. Massive things for cap with Mask. I think this community is growing stronger each day and is one of the strongest coins at the moment, guys. So take a look at it. Now, I still do have my charting open for Momo. So Momo surprisingly broke to the downside. I was expecting it to break out to the upside from this trend, and I'm pretty sure everyone else was as well. Everyone was speaking about how surprised they were. But it's not too surprising in the sense that the volume was dying down and also the market ended up getting smashed. So Bitcoin did retrace a fair bit. Do I think Momo is a good buy right now? I'm not too sure. It is holding this level at the moment, guys. And I think maybe there is potentially really big things coming for Momo, like exchange listings, more KOLs, whatever it may be. So if you're somebody who trusts in Momo, it's definitely a buy. But is there other places to put your money at the moment? I believe so, right? So I think hotter narratives, crypto is so hot and cold these days. Last cycle, you would be able to hold on to one thing and it would do really well. This cycle, it's all about following the heat. It's absolutely insane. But regardless, the Momo community is super, super strong. So I can't see this just crashing, right? It's not that high of a market cap, like 16 mil market cap. There's no reason for it to be falling this much, right? So I think, if anything, guys, it has to really go up from here. And if you're looking to the downside, you're looking, 12 mil at the absolute max. So it's kind of a highly skewed trade in your favor, because if this takes off, guys, I mean, you might see some resistance at 24 mil again, but then it's open air to 50 mil. We've spoken about it in the past, right? So Momo could be a good trade opportunity at the moment. Just be wary of that breakdown to the downside. And then you're looking at this level here, obviously. That's where all the next support level was. So that's around 13, 12 mil. Next up is Doge, which we did see taking off before because of those higher lows that we were talking about. I was getting very bullish. I was very confident. Yep. And then what do you know? The market tanks, Bitcoin drops, and of course, Doge follows. That's how the market is. Anyway, Doge is in an accumulation phase at the moment. It's not looking too bad. I think it would need another catalyst for it to break out, right? So it's definitely reached its peak in terms of hype. So, you know, obviously Superman's done his part here. He's absolutely been the hugest advocate of this coin. He essentially
been following him since way back,
himself, right?
15,
so I think
he's
rivaling
2014.
with SPX with this one. Like I said, I think Doge is going to keep chopping as well. I think this is reaching a very close breaking point as well, where it's going to either explode to the upside or the downside, similar to Momo. The problem with Doge is if it breaks down to the downside, we're looking at very low levels, 22 mil potentially, or even down here at 16 mil again, where we did see this accumulation channel here. So Doge, to me, it's not looking worth the risk at the moment. But if you're a long-term believer, this is a level to scoop some up at, because if we do hold this support here, so we have these key support levels that we've seen before, this will break to the upside very violently and very quickly. So have that in mind when you're taking into account Doge. That's enough from me, guys. If you like this style of video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, we like it
all for the support recently. And if you want to see more from me or my community.
All right, please, guys. This guy's Win All Day YouTube channel. Go subscribe to him. We got one more. We're going to look at one more guy. This guy's called Sepral, I think that's his name. So let's check him out.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 5 meme coins that can explode right now. Some are obviously going to be in better entries than others, but all of these have tremendous potential. Before people ask me, I'm buying all of these meme coins on this multi-chain trading bot. It's called Lab, and it's the best one out there. You can get exclusive access with the link down in the description, and it's also on my X profile. Follow me on there as well. Let's get started. So the first one is going to be Troll. I don't want to necessarily call this a good entry because it's obviously not, but I want to really tell you about the potential that meme coins have in this market, because if you think about it, like the majority of meme coins,
2014,
like they go
or excuse me, 2024, if we got into it, August, October.
This one people held for months, for around 3 months or so from when it launched, and then overnight this one went around a 15x up. So this really should also make you understand that it's better to just hold the high conviction conviction plays that you have,
Right.
and not just focus on like flipping 1,000 meme coins per day. Who
That's
do you think
it.
is going to be the people that make the most amount of money? The people
Buy and
that
holds.
just ape with size on a high conviction play and then end up doing a 15x, 20x or so, or the people that are just chasing 2x's and flipping 1,000 meme coins all day, which more than half of them are going to go to zero. I mean, I'm sure that you have the answer already. Talking about troll, I mean, this is one of the OG memes, and not talking about meme coins, about OG memes of the internet. And obviously, it was just inevitable that it would have gone so high. I personally traded it. I personally didn't make an nutritious amount of money because I wasn't holding this, so I'm going to keep it real. I talk about my wins and my losses. I probably
missed
would
that
have
one
made
too.
7 figures plus if I'd held, because
Oh
my
my
entry was
God.
around 10 to 15 million in market cap. But listen, even if you had bought around 100 million just the other day when it touched 100 million, you would already be 2x. So this should really reconsider your meme coin trading strategy and to focus on high conviction
never
play.
know.
And this is also what I'm currently doing as my personal strategy at the moment, focusing on a lesser number of plays, but better in terms of conviction. The troll community has absolutely exploded. And in fact, you can see that the community page has 6.1k members. There's not much to say about this other than the fact that this is one of the OG memes on the internet, as I was saying before. And there's obviously more and more KOLs just talking about it, bull posting. I think that this is going to go even higher, but I would not recommend to talk about right now. But I really wanted to bring it out there just for the visibility. And the fact that troll pumps so much as well, it's also a good sign for you to accumulate other memes, because what is happening right now is that a lot of the trenches, a lot of the liquidity stuck in the meme coin market was allocated towards trolls. So people sold their own bags of other existing meme coins that were perhaps doing even well, but they chose to focus on troll, and because of that, the prices of other meme coins crash, and this is a good opportunity for other meme coins. So this is also why I wanted to talk about troll, because troll is giving an incredible entry for other meme coins out there. So for instance, Momo, you've already seen me talk about Momo already. I was actually talking in the video that
Everyone's
I posted
talking about
the other
Momo.
day that I would have seen two scenarios: the one that we would have just pumped, and the second that we would have had a correction and then reclaimed this
That's the
line
third
within this
influencer
descending
talking
wedge
about
and
Momo.
then going to new all-time high. Obviously, scenario 1 is not happening now, but scenario 2 is still on the cards, and in fact, it seems extremely likely, because you need to ask yourself, why do we see this big dump on Momo? We're seeing this dump on Momo just because trolls sucked in the liquidity from the trenches from the meme coin traders. So what do? You buy charts where they are very much in the red and not where they are super in the green. Okay, when they're in the
Well,
red,
no shit.
this is when you're gonna make the biggest returns on your investment. So if you buy Momo here, reclaims here, it goes to a new all-time high. Let's say that it goes to 50 million in market cap. That is a super easy 3x that you can do. And if you put 5 figures, even like if you do a big play with size, depending obviously on what your budget, what your portfolio is,
Correct.
you can end up making a crazy multiplier with not too much risk. What's the risk of buying Momo here? That it drops to like maybe 13, 14 million in market cap? We've already seen this drain
really isn't a
caused
risk.
by the rotation into the attention span of meme coin traders. So there's not that much risk right now, but there's a lot of upside to it. Don't take anything that I'm saying as financial advice. Obviously, like I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Buying meme coins is extremely risky. You should be well informed about the risk. But I'm telling you about my own personal strategy, and in fact, I've accumulated a lot of Momo in the last day and even today before filming this video.
I need to
Momo,
accumulate
if you're
some
living
Momo
under
because
a
I don't
rock,
have any
you don't know
Momo
what
yet.
it is. I mean, first of all, shame on you, because I called 100x plus in my VIP group, and you can see here, VIP group by Signal. I shared it at 300k in market cap. It ended up doing an all-time high of 47 million. But what I can tell is that this is the sister of Bonk, and it's the first female Shiba to
Sister
gain
of
this
Bonk.
sort of popularity. It's a
my
massive
God, how
narrative
could I have
out
missed
there.
that?
It's directly supported by, I would call it Bonk Cabal, but the team of Let's Bonk Launchpad. There's already some centralized exchanges, probably more are going to come. They're listed on CoinMarketCap only today, I think. So there's definitely some updates coming very, very soon. There's also going to be implementations of buyback from the Bonk ecosystem. This is directly supported by the Bonk ecosystem, okay? It's not just a LAR play or a beta play on the meme coin, on the main meme coin of Bonk itself. So this is why it has so damn potential. People that
shoulda
are
had my
smart are
ear
going
to
to
the
accumulate at this
crypto
level.
street.
I've already made 3 videos about Bonk, so you can check them out if you want to have a more in-depth analysis about Bonk. As I said at the beginning of this video, I'm buying Solana, Ethereum, and base plays all through this trading bot. Get access so you can start trading like me and printing some big money. And since you're
I
watching
feel
this
you,
video, I
dog.
also want to give back to you and make you have some free money. So first of all, I'm doing this giveaway in partnered with Riv Capital DAO. They're giving away $1,000 to 5 lucky winners. They've been already giving away $4,000 across the last 3 months. So check it out. It takes 1 second to enter. And there's also a free airdrop that you can hunt by just basically
Everybody that's
registering
watching me
to
on
this
crypto,
white list.
or excuse
If
me,
you
on
register to
Twitter
this
Live,
white list,
appreciate
you're
your
gonna get an
support.
allocation MPG for
Follow,
absolutely
like,
free.
subscribe,
Takes 2 minutes
all
to
the
do.
above.
And all you gotta do is basically
Support
just
the brother.
follow our next profile.
We're gonna keep
and,
doing
jump
stuff
on
like this, 'cause I
Telegram.
love
So
crypto.
if you're not doing it, you probably must not like money. The next one on today's list is Mary. And this is honestly, I didn't see this coming, but it's right now the #1 trending meme coin on Ethereum. I scanned it randomly and I was like, okay, this could send, but I've seen a lot of SPX derivatives, to be honest. I didn't see any of them being so successful, but this really surprised me.
SPX 6900 is Murad. If you don't follow Murad, you need to follow him on Twitter. This is the meme coin that is the mascot of SPX 6900.
The meme coin that Murad has been chilling for the last year,
Big
you know, like meme coin Jesus. So given
On
that
Ethereum.
SPX at the end of the day is probably the biggest cult when it comes to meme coin, you probably shouldn't have seen the mascot of that ecosystem to be, you know, a low conviction place, because this should be the biggest conviction outside of it. And as a result, honestly, this community has been exploding. They've been hosting a lot of spaces. Personally, not sure if Murad has actually aped into this. I heard some rumors about it, but I didn't
I'm
do as
fucking
much
sure he
research
did.
to see if Murad has actually played into this. We've seen already some centralized exchange listing. They just listed on Maxi the other day. So this is obviously one of the things that pumped the price, because when we see the big centralized exchange listings coming from these low-cap meme coins, they're obviously going to pump the price a lot, because, you know, that is a big catalyst event. Right now, it's sitting at 10 million in market cap. I don't think that this is an entry. If we retrace between this 5 to 7 million zone, I would probably buy a heavy bag of this. And imagine if Murad directly shields this and it acts as the proper and only beta play to SPX. I mean, this would absolutely go ballistic and would probably pull some multipliers, just like Troll did in the last couple of
Oh my
days.
God, Troll-
Next one on
Troll
today's
is such a
list
big
is going
miss.
to be Mindfuck. This is honestly the
Mindfuck.
best play in the Matt Fury ecosystem that I can
You think so?
about right now. People that watch my YouTube video, not even my VIP group, because I posted it this time at pretty much the same
Mindfuck.
exact time. I posted a YouTube video at 1.5 million. It
Oh,
went to
fuck it.
6 million.
I'm
if you're
buying
not
some real time,
printing,
yo.
I mean, you probably should rethink your strategy, because it already did 4x for my call around 2 days after that I posted a YouTube video, because I know a good gem when I see one. And the Matt Fury narrative is going to be probably the most profitable for me, my community in the last year or so. And Matt Fury, if you don't know who he is, by the way, is the creator of Pepe, the Boys Club.
It's already got
Book, and a
5.4
lot of
million
other things.
as a real
And
time.
Mindfuck is
$5.4
part
million
of
market
Cortex
cap.
Vortex, the latest publication by Matt Fury, and this is taking the crypto world by storm. Because
about to buy
honestly,
some as we
it's
speak,
probably
so
the strongest play right now.
that's what I'm
into the
doing.
Matt Fury ecosystem right now is forming a new accumulation pattern. I can see a bull flag, so it's probably gonna just range a little bit before exploding to a new all-time high. The chart looks textbook perfect, and again, if you watch my YouTube video, I shared the YouTube video at exactly this point, so you can see it's already a 4x from my call. But I do believe that this is gonna go much higher. There's already rumors or centralized exchange listing, and I know already that I've applied to a tier 1 centralized exchange, so
Bam.
hopefully it's gonna be listed
Bam.
there. And there's already several tier 2, tier 3 exchanges that are on the way. So as soon as this happens, I do expect the price to be into the deca millions. My short-term target will probably be somewhere between 10 to 20 millions, and perhaps if we get a tier 1 exchange listing, we could even go into the 20 to 50 range. Honestly, a 5 to 10x with size is on the horizon, and if we get big catalyst events, I don't even see why this would not achieve 100 million in market cap at the peak of this altcoin season.
Gotta get it.
Also, market allowing, because obviously if the market is going to be bearish
It's official,
overall,
y'all.
a lot
I
of
own
these
some
opportunities are
Mindfuck.
going to be kind of
But
restrained.
I'm probably gonna get more.
If the market is also going to be
That's
good,
the
if
third
Ethereum is gonna
influencer that
go
I've
above
listened to, that you've
$4,000,
listened
then
to,
all these
that talked
plays
about,
are
maybe,
also gonna be
but
in a more
that I've listened to
favorable
that talked about
environment as a
Mindfuck.
result. Talking about Mindfuck, as I said, it's part of Cortex Vortex. Cortex Vortex is the latest book by Matt Fury. Matt Fury narratives becoming hot again. In fact, you can see that a lot of characters from Cortex Vortex like Beast, Boss Burger, Alex Rogel, a lot of them have been pumping in the last few days, but Mindfuck is the most solid chart out there. So as I said, bid on the strongest ones and you're going to be rewarded. This is a high conviction play. I'm holding this for the long term and I have very good expectations about it. Okay, the last one that I'm going to share today, since it's the last one, is going to be the most degen one out of today's list. This is Ribbit on base. It's a fresh new launch. So by the time that you're watching it, this could be 0 or this could even go 100x in the next few days. It's a new launch, but given that you stayed until the end of this video, you are a filthy degen, so you deserve a pick that could actually have a big multiplier. But obviously, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. But the higher the risk, so you must be prepared to lose it all if you're investing into this kind of trades. I personally just bought the dip right before filming this video at 110k, and I shared it in my VIP group. We're already making money with this, but obviously it's gonna be high risk. So I can't stress this enough. Do your own research. It could disappear by a couple of days, whereas the others that I talked about today, they're already more established, so they're gonna be safer to ape with size. You wouldn't ape with size on a call like this, at least in terms of my personal opinion, but you could hope to get very good multipliers. And the rules still stand, like take your initial out at 2-3x, let your moonbucks ride, take your profits when profits are due. There's a very successful team behind it. This is the same team that launched Bonk on base that went to 1.4 million in market cap just a couple of weeks ago. So they definitely know what they're doing. Right now, this one is the top one trending on Dex Screener for the base ecosystem.
If you're going to trade any meme coins
they're running
on Ethereum,
so
you need
you want to see
access
really,
your
it's an
Uniswap,
original
for those who
character.
don't
Frogs do extremely well, not just the Mad Fury one, but every sort of frog on Ethereum or base tends to do extremely well. The volume is definitely there. I can see that they're also using a volume bot that is helping them with the trending. So this is why the number of holders is going to be skewed. Doesn't mean that it's a scam. It's just that they're using a volume bot that is going to help them trend at the #1 spot on base, and a lot of eyes are going to come to it as a result. You can see that they literally just launched 10 hours ago. So yeah, you can see that they only have 100 followers. They also already applied to CoinGecko, so this is good because the team means that they have money. There's some callers already that I can see call him on X, and honestly, it looks bullish. It's a frog, and as long as it gets the right eyes on it, as long as we see big KOLs and more influencers on X or YouTube talking about it and calling it, I don't see why this will not do well. I mean, it's probably going to do well, but again, it's going to be a higher risk, and you might be getting a good entry. You might see a dip and then pump right after. So make sure to check the chart, find an entry, and this could be a very good runner for this week. This is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about today's picks down in the comment section. Make sure to join the giveaway of Riv, $1,000. Again, that is freaking huge. And join also the free airdrop list. It's gonna all linked into my X profile. And give me a follow since you're there already. Get access to lab and start trading and start printing money with me.
All right, guys.
I want to get all my early
guys.
Then join my VIP.
We're gonna do one more. This guy's 1000x crypto gains.
I've called 100x on
or
MOM,
crypto
I've called
gems,
100x on
1000x
USDUC in the last couple of months. So if
We're
you're
gonna
been
like
there,
this
you've already
guy.
created a substantial amount
I'm
of
sure
wealth.
he's
But
gonna
the
be
bull market is not
reiterating
going to last
what we just
forever.
talked about.
Altcoin season.
Before we jump into who could possibly be Murad's 1000x meme coin girlfriend that can make you potentially filthy rich this upcoming parabolic phase of this bull run, I want to share some absolutely bullish news about when this parabolic phase bull run could possibly happen, because a lot of us have been sitting around waiting, extremely patient for the euphoric phase of this bull run to happen so that our bags could pump to Valhalla. So let's jump into that news and then we'll get into these meme coins. So in one of my last recent videos, I talked about how the chances of an interest rate cut in the next meeting in September was 80%. Well, that number now is much higher than that, sitting at close to 95%. So I want you to watch this clip here, and Clear Value Tax, if you haven't already followed him, make sure to follow him. He's really good when it comes to explaining the economic factors that impact the crypto market, especially those leading up to the parabolic phase of this bull run. So there he is right here. Once again, I don't know him, but he has some really good information on the economy, but we'll go ahead and play this clip right here. That's super bullish for this upcoming parabolic phase of this bull run here.
Now, I want you to take a look at this. So this is wild. So this is coming from the CME Fed Watch tool. There is now a 94.9% chance that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates at their next meeting on September 17th.
Oh, that would be nice.
Okay, so how did this happen? Like, how did the probability just shoot up this high? Okay, so if you didn't know, it was clearly because of the jobs report that was released on August 1st, and that was a disaster of a report. So I want to tell you how these results tie into the Federal Reserve and the expectation of the major expectation of a rate cut for September. So this is what happened. In May, the government said that the labor market added 144,000 jobs, and that was revised down to 19,000. In June, the government said that the labor market added 147,000 jobs, and that was revised down to 14,000. And for July, the expectation was that the labor market would add 120,000 jobs, and it only added 73,000. And I'm just speaking honestly, like I wouldn't be surprised to see that get revised down from the 73,000 jobs added to even negative 120,000. Like that's completely possible.
So there you have it. We are now expecting a 95% chance of an interest rate cut in the September meeting there. And that's exactly what we need.
It.
Because for the longest time, we need, first of all, interest rates to go down and also M2 money supply to go up.
I'm
and that's
getting
how we
blown
get
up
an
by these
injection
refinance
of a
companies on
lot
the mortgage.
of cheap
They want me
money
to refinance,
into
refinance.
the investment system.
We're gonna
here.
wait a little bit.
So what does this mean for the parabolic phase of this bull run here? So right now, if you look at this graph here, and it graphs up all the different stages of the market cycle, we are sitting around right here. So there's a lot of optimism in the air for this particular bull run to happen. So when we get that, let's say that we do get that interest rate cut in September, we are heading into this super highly inflection point that is truly parabolic, and which a lot of people label as the euphoric phase of this bull run, where your bags pumped to Valhalla in such a short period of time, and the gains are so crazy that your face will absolutely melt during that time there. So, moving on here, who is or who could possibly be Murad's 1000x meme coin girlfriend? And of course, it is none other than Marie Rose. Now, of course, we don't have confirmation on this. This is just a tongue-in-cheek joke here, but it doesn't mean that this meme coin has crazy amounts of potential to make some insane gains during this parabolic phase of the bull run that I was highlighting right here, which seems to be just around the corner right now. And who knows, maybe Murad has a thing for these virtual digital girlfriends. Of course, once again, I can't verify that. So if this ever happens to get to Murad, you could let us know and we won't say anything about that if that's one of your vices there. So of course, Marie Rose has been taking off, or exploding very, very recently. And very, very simple. Marie Rose is the face or the mascot of SPX 6900. And this is absolutely key because before this, SPX 6900 was more of an intangible type of play where there was really no humanized icon that was associated with it that could allow people to truly develop an emotional connection with XPX 6900. But with Marie Rose, that has totally changed now. So now you actually have a much more humanized, almost like an live avatar figure that's associated with the XPX 6900 play here. So moving on, you can see that their website very similar to XPX 6900. I think they could do a better job on this. But basically, all we need to know is that Marie Rose is the face of XPX 6900, and this is going to be really, really key because when during the peak euphoric phase of the bull run, when Murad is shilling the heck out of XPX, since Marie Rose is the face, it's extremely tied in and connected with Murad and XPX 6900. So you know that this is not going to be some fly-by-night play here that this disappears. It's going to be connected to Murad and to XPX 6900 for the entire time here. So it has that longevity effect, which is what we want. We just don't want something that's a quick pump and dump and then it quickly fades away. So let's go ahead, look at the price chart. We can see that just more recently over the last about 48 hours, it has pumped pretty hard here. So we're looking at this time right here around August 4th, so about 2 days ago. It was sitting at about a $1 to $2 million market cap, and it shot all the way up right here over that last day or two to its all-time high of about $14 million here. And you see And since then, it has been retraced, and it's had a nice pump as well. And it keeps on getting rejected for the second time of $14 million market cap. And right now, the market cap of Marie Rose is sitting at $10 million market cap. So just looking at this chart, really, really quickly here, we can see that it got rejected twice at the very top. And my guess right now is that we would see some sort of pullback, maybe roughly in the neighborhood of this area right here, between about the $8 million mark, or we could see another one right here about the, anywhere between about the $5 to $6 million mark. So, if you're looking to get into this project or to further DCA, these might be some areas of interest. And once again, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my thoughts on what could happen. It doesn't mean that it will happen, but just simply because it got rejected at the same point right here, I would expect that we should see some sort of pullback happen right here into these either one of these areas right there. And long term, because we do know that Murad, during the peak euphoric phase of this bull run, he's absolutely going to be shilling the heck out of XPX. So a lot of people believe that XPX can get up to as high as a market cap of $50 million. And typically beta plays get up anywhere between about 10 to 20% of the market cap of the alpha play. So since Marie Rose is the face of XPX and it's so tightly knit into the whole XPX and Murad narrative. So imagine, let's do the math really quick. So right now, market cap of Marie Rose is sitting at $10 million market cap. So if it hits 10% of, let's say, 50 billion, that's a $5 billion market cap for Marie Rose. So from here, that would be 500x. So, in the best case scenario, if Marie Rose happens to hit or reach 20% of XPX, if XPX hits a $50 billion market cap, that means that Marie Rose would hit a $10 billion market cap, and that would give you your potential 1000x Murad girlfriend crypto gem here. So, very, very bullish in the short term. If you're looking to get in, this is what I would expect to happen. Long term, I would be more optimistic about that, assuming that the people behind this Marie Rose project, they have good intentions and they're going to be sticking around for the long haul. So that's very, very key that they continue to build up as well and to stick around there. So, this and what was really powerful right here is if you go to the Murad X page right here, he actually reposted something about Marie Rose. So if we keep on going, we should be able to find it. And here we have it right here. So on August 4th, he reposted this post right here from someone by the name of Anna. And she doesn't even have that many followers, like 564. But this is what I believe really set things off when it came to the Marie Rose meme coin. And this happened to coincide, as we had talked about when we look at the graph here, was that on August 4th, that's when things really, really went parabolic, right here, right? So once again, anything in my opinion that Murad touches or talks about, it turns into gold and it really, really takes off. So something to definitely keep on your radar, especially during the long term, and position yourself for this parabolic phase of the bull run, if it were to happen based on historic patterns there. So next one coming up is troll phase. So troll phase is a very popular meme, especially it started off in about the early to mid 2000s, and it's a big part of 4chan culture there. So everybody knows what a troll is. It's pretty much someone who just writes offensive stuff or stuff that really is there to piss people off, right? So very, very self-explanatory. It's a big part of internet culture, whether you like it or not. And we could see very recently it just went parabolic and went bananas. And it really started about 2 weeks ago on about the last week of July, where it was sitting for a very, very long time. Look how long it's been accumulating, like ever since April. So for 3 months, you had to sit around while troll chopped around at a market cap of about 10 to 20 million before it just went absolutely nuts to the upside right here. So, over that last 2 weeks, it went from about 10, 15 or 10, $20 million market cap to its all-time high of about $210 million. And right now, it's retraced slightly to $185 million. So some really insane gains over that 2-week period there. And so if you missed that boat on that, of course, we have the baby version of Troll. So this is the baby Troll version, and very, very simple. Once again, this play here is 3 months old. And if we keep on looking at it, had quite a nice run up just very, very recently here as well. The market cap is only sitting at $101,000. So once again, super duper risky. But with that, with what comes with ultra high risk plays, also you get ultra high risk rewards as well. But once again, I just want to preface that this is still super duper risky here. So, sitting at about $101,000 market cap. So once again, the baby versions usually run really, really hard when the alpha version happens. And because, Troll is such an important part of the 4chan culture that Pepe is really came from 4chan as well. So my guess is that when Pepe runs, and also the Pepe verse and the Boys Club runs and all the beta plays related to Pepe, we may see a lot of that hype spill over into the 4chan narrative as well. And that's what could give a lot of legs to, the original Troll, and also to the baby version of Troll as well. So let's move on to our next play. So if you're familiar with Mudang, so Mudang is a very popular hippo, especially among the Asian community. I believe, Mudang is located in Thailand, has a huge social following. You can see right here, over 1 billion views, over 1 million fans, and this continues to grow. And just have a look at the exchanges that it is found on. It's found on pretty much all the major tier 1 exchanges. You have Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, for example. There's KuCoin, OKS. So all the major tier 1s and tier 2s, all the way to tier 4s, you can pretty much find Mudang on it. So a very, very popular meme coin. But there's also another popular meme coin that's similar to Mudang, and it's called Mars. So of course, Mudang is if you want to call it, Asian version of a very popular hippo meme coin. And when you look at Mars here, Mars, you can just read it right here, Mars, the American Mudang. So, if the original Mudang is an indication about how well, these type of like hippo meme coins can do, then, this is one that you should definitely keep on your radar as well, because it could definitely play off of the whole hype and narrative of when Mudang really, really takes off. And we can see right now, Mudang, the original one, is sitting at $160 million. And at the peak of its all-time high, it reached over $610 million market cap. So that shows that the meme coins that are based on hippos have tremendous amount of potential here. So let's go ahead and have a look at the price chart for Mars, and you can see that Mars is a sub $1 million market cap, sitting at 871,000. So once again, super ultra high risk, but also super ultra high reward as well. So I always make sure to preface that, because it is a very, very tiny micro cap meme coin. But once again, if Mudang is an indication of how well these type of if you want to call it celebrity hippo coins can do, then Mars may potentially have that same type of run up, maybe not to the same extent, but it could definitely have a hype cycle of its own there. So once again, feel free to check this out, and let's move on to the next one. So let's actually let this load for a second. And of course, we cannot have a video unless we talk about Momo, right? So Momo is the first Shiba Inu, and more importantly, it is Bonk's sister here. So it ties into two really, really strong narrative. First of all, it ties into the Bonk narrative, and because it's so closely related to Bonk, being Bonk's sister, that in terms of longevity, it's going to be sticking around for this bull run, because this will be Bonk's first bull run as well. And that's when all the major gains happens for a particular project, is when they're going through their first full bull cycle here. And also the one thing that I always like to touch on is, because Momo is the first Shiba Inu, I believe that this is going to be the breakthrough point that really connects the crypto community with the female demographics. And that's exactly what we want to see. We want to see a lot more females get involved in the crypto space here. So this is a little bit of history. I came from, I have a deep history in tech, and I've seen this happen when the female demographic got introduced to tech. The space absolutely took it to a whole new level and exploded. One example is mobile in the early 2010s. And guess what allowed mobile to really explode with smartphones? Was games. And you probably recognize this game, Candy Crush. So when Candy Crush came out, females loved it, and that was the very beginning of the huge explosion of females into the mobile space. So, if Momo is able to do that, then its true value and contribution to the crypto space would be absolutely tremendous. And if we go here and we look at its X, for example, we'll let it load up here, and we can see they're still posting very, very regularly. So very, very nice to see every single, probably every couple hours they're posting. So good to see them very, very active as well. And let's go ahead and look at their price chart. So we can see that right now, the market cap of Momo is sitting at an $18.2 million market cap. So initially we wanted to hold in this area right here about the 20 to 30 million, but it looks like, it's broke down under that, and it's really tapping into its next floor of support right here as I draw the box. So that's between about a 14 to about $16 million market cap. So let's hope that it continues to consolidate in this area before it potentially gears up for its next leg up. But, this looks to be, in my opinion anyways, once again, not financial advice, a good opportunity to DCA into this project here. Getting in at under $20 million market cap is pretty much a steal when it comes to this particular project, based on those reasons that I explained before. It's tied such a strong connection and close related connection to Bonk, and also appealing to the female demographics and what it could do to break through in terms of attracting a lot more females into the crypto space. So let's move on to the next one here. And the next one here is Doge. Now everybody loves Doge, and once again, I still brand this as the ultimate cult meme, the ultimate cult movement meme coin here. So I know that Superman, he brands it as a total shift in the belief system, and that's absolutely true as well. The mission of Doge once again is to flip the Dow Jones and to be the XBX 6900 killer, but it's more so to gather the masses to really rebel against the 1% that is impeding or has created structures that has impeded the regular everyday person from achieving their dreams, especially when it comes to their financial independence there. So, one of the things that the 1% typically set up is a lot of these inequality issues that really has corrupted societal values, and it's really disguised as this liberty or this liberation type of movement that end up creating more of a division between, let's say, females versus males, for example, and also in terms of for whether it could be, gender pay or into that nature. So you have a lot of divisions created to, from this 1% of people who control a lot of the resources and wealth. And one of them that I like to touch on is, this one right here. So I'll show the picture, and it's the lady that's smoking here. So back before the 1920s, women barely smoked. But apparently these tobacco companies came up with a very quote unquote genius campaign to get women to smoke. And the whole campaign was called Torches, which symbolizes the cigarette of freedom. So once again, it's tapping into this whole false narrative of, if you smoke, you should have the right to smoke just like any other man. And because of that, they started branding this, these cigarettes as liberty sticks there. But what that has created is massive health problems, not only for men prior to this campaign, but now we see the rate of things like cancer,
how they
related
in the 80s, man. I'm telling you,
smoking diseases come up because of that particular campaigns there. So once again, when you look at Doge, is the savior, and a big shift in the belief system that wants to change the entire DNA of this societal fabric so that it is more caring, if you want to call it, and more appealing and more life-changing to the everyday person, where they don't feel manipulated by the 1%. So very, very awesome. I love the mission behind Doge here. So looking at the price action right here, let's have a look here. And we had drawn this box here, and it's been really kind of, price action has been very steady here. You see it's been ranging in the about 50 to $70 million market cap right now. It's a little bit under that at about 44.5 million. So hopefully it'll continue to range in this area before it gets ready to take off for its next leg up there. So once again, not much happening with Doge, but it continues to grow. There's tons of people joining this movement every single day. The number of holders right now is well over 15,000. So very, very good to see that. And that's what we want to see. And also moving on to the last play is Quokka. Now, Quokka is built on base here. So, if you're interested in getting into meme coin that is built on base, that has a lot of potential, then consider looking at Quokka here. So once again, you can see it's a koala bear, and it combines the meme coin idea with community-driven growth. So it appears, so if you read the description right here, you can see that join the Quokka evolutionary journey as our community grows and achieves incredible milestones together. So here they set up some milestones, and together with the community, they want to grow the meme coin. So it's really good to see them have certain targets in mind that really engage the community to grow this particular meme coin. So let's go ahead and jump and look at its price chart. So super, super small, sitting at $308,000 market cap. So once again, super high risk, but super high reward as well. It's built on base, and we know that base will probably be one of the hottest, if not the hottest L2 coming in this bull run. So there'll be a lot of attention on base and as well as the plays built on the base ecosystem. So with that, I always like to end with, nothing in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. And crypto is risky. As much as everything could go to the moon, it could go down to zero as well. So please invest responsibly. So if everything in this video sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on that notification bell, and give this video a big thumbs up. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.
All right, guys, check this out. I told you if you stayed until the end of whatever the stream was, right? And this is about to be the end because I got stuff to do.
Top
I'm tired,
6
and I'm hungry.
must have.
But we're gonna check this out. All right, so there's a token that I was told about by a crypto influencer by the name of his channel is called Crypto Gains. Okay, a British bloke. He has been money when it comes to these new meme coins. He's done all the research. I don't know where he does it, how he does it, but he put me onto this coin, and we're going to check it out. All right. So let us go to Dex Screener. So if you know anything about Dex Screener is where you go to research your meme coins. All right. So we're going to go up here to Dex Screener, and we're going to search a coin called Waffle. All right. This token is called Waffle. Had I been a smart man and had my ear to the crypto streets, I could have bought it back here when it first started, July 22nd. It was 0.00006 cent. It is now sitting at 0.001664. So Crypto Gains told us about this. He had invested $4,000 in his bag right now, sitting close to $18,000 with $4,000 investment. This is how quickly crypto can change, positively or negatively. So if you go to Dex Screener, I'm not going to teach you how to go to Dex Screener. If you don't know, figure this shit out. Google Dex Screener, download it to your desktop or your phone. And then once you get in there, you're going to search in this search bar. I don't know if you can see this cursor. I think you can. There's a search bar right here. You're going to search Waffle. WOF is the actual ticker symbol, but it's spelled WOFFLE, Waffle. That is a token that potentially has massive returns. It's got 153K locked liquidity. This is the key. So if you're going to go on Dex Screener and search liquidity, or you're going to search tokens, you want to make sure it's got liquidity locked. That means the minimum it's got X amount of dollars it can cash you out in, right? Not everything, you don't want it to say 153 million. Well, you can miss the gains by then, you know? You got to take a chance on something like this. This thing started July 22nd. You still have plenty of time to invest in Waffle. Not advice, not investment advice. Do not take that as that. I'm saying if you decided to, you have plenty of time to do it, and it still has plenty of room to run. If you look right here, I don't know if you can see my cursor, it's sitting at $1.6 million market cap, 153K liquidity. This was the one. This is a one that is a bonus token that I say you should probably look at heavily. I have a nice little bag of it. You might want to get a bag of it too. So that's all I'm saying. And with that being said, let's take it out with a fader. I hope you can hear my music. If you can't, it sucks for you. I'm done. Appreciate you tuning in. Like, follow, subscribe. Until next time, we're going to talk more crypto because this is really my wheelhouse. I love it, and I hope you love it too. And if you stayed to this long, you do love it. So, spread the word, y'all. Spread that word. We're going to do this again. Until next time.